Hello, and welcome to my playthrough of The Return of the Obra Dinn. I'm very excited to share this playthrough with you, especially during spooky season. I'll repeat myself in this first video, but I wanted to preface this playthrough by explaining I've never played this game, I haven't watched anybody play this game, and I don't have any expectations before playing this game about what it's about, what the story's about, the style of gameplay that it has, the mechanics, nothing. Because of this, I didn't really think much about the fact that this was an appropriately thematic game for late October. Which is great, because Obra Dinn, after all, is about the ill-fated crew of the eponymous ship and the inspector who must deduce what horrific tragedy befell the 60 crew members. I very much enjoyed my nearly 7 hours of puzzling with this game. It took me 4 recording sessions over the course of about 2 days, so you can expect 4 episodes. I love the aesthetic and music, the writing and world building, novelty of the puzzles, and the deductive reasoning that they demand. Overall, there is very little I have to criticize about this experience. As this is a puzzle game with limited replayability, though, I would like to caution you against watching this series, especially if you have any inclination to play it yourself. How you arrive at your own deductions will likely be different from how I arrived at mine, but ultimately the results will be the same. Also, due to the stylized graphics of this game, it does look a little bit-ratey, and it can be a little gross, so I'm sorry. But hopefully, that doesn't discourage you from either watching or playing this game yourself. I had a lot of fun with this game, so I really hope you enjoyed this playthrough as I unravel this grisly mystery aboard the cursed ship, Obra Dinn. Oh! Enjoy. Hello, and welcome to The Return of the Obra Dinn. Whoa! A game by Lucas Pope. And for those familiar with Papers, Please, this is his second game. I'm very excited to play this game. I have not seen anybody play this game. I've never watched any gameplay. I genuinely don't know anything about this. The only thing that I really know about it is that it is kind of like a mystery game, right? Like you're piecing together the story of the Obra Dinn. And it's got some sick-ass graphics. Very, very stylized. You also might recognize the background music because it sounds very similar to Papers, Please. At least that's what I thought when I first played this game. Or rather, launched this game. I've not played any of this game. Although that will be... You'll see that I have a save file already. That's just to test recording before sitting down and actually ensuring that, you know, my playthrough would be recorded well. Because I was doing audio balancing and fixing my VSync and all that. Anyway, the settings are really funny. I just want to show you them because I think they're neat. You can change the monitor, and that means like the literal monitor of the game. So it starts by emulating a Macintosh monitor, or you can switch it to an IBM 5151, a Zenith ZVM 1240, a Commodore 1084, an IBM 8503, or an LCD screen. We're gonna go with Macintosh because this is like what I see a lot of the screenshots of this game. They're rendered in the Macintosh style. And I also grew up with a Mac, so this is very nostalgic for me. Our output is sharp. I like the other options though, which is smooth, sharp, sharp, shrink 1, 2, and 3. But I like the look of sharp. You can see this just makes it smaller, you know? Smooth is like full screen, but I actually really like, the monitor containment area. I think this looks really neat. For look sensitivity, they have a parity of control at the top and nearly motionless at the bottom. I rather liked this, strugglish, but we have it at perfect. For audio volume, we have just below the middle. But again, I loved the language of the settings. I thought it was really cute. So yeah, I'm excited to play this. As I said, I've not watched anybody play this before. I've never seen any gameplay. So I'm going in with very few expectations. I will not be streaming this live. Instead, this is going to be VOD content on my YouTube channel, which you're watching right now. Ooh! I'd like to keep most of the puzzle games offline, just so that I can solve them at my leisure, and I don't have chat attempting to solve these puzzles for me. So, yeah, I'm excited. I think this will be a lot of fun. If you've never played this game before, I hope you enjoy it. If you already have, please don't tell me how to solve the puzzles in the comments. I'm sure everybody will be very well behaved, but I'm excited to start. I already had, or went ahead and started a little bit. just to make sure that my video and audio looks good. But we're going to delete the first one so that we can just start again. It was 3 minutes long, so. Lost at sea, 1803, the good ship, Obra Dinn. Built in 1796 London, 800 tons, 18-foot drought. Captain R. Witterell, crew 51 men. Last voyage to Orient-Cape rendezvous unmet. Contact East India CY London office for enquiries and testimony. The Honorable East India Company. Attention, Chief Inspector, Insurance and Claims, London office. The Obra Dinn has returned. Dispatch to Falmouth immediately and prepare a full assessment. Falmouth? I don't know. Falmouth, England, 1807.
Company man woke me up. Said you'd need ferry to the Obra Dinn.
I didn't know there would be voice acting in this game.
Not many eager for that job.
It's really good.
Seems a bit late if you ask.
I didn't.
What's in the box?
I don't know. Hoist it up in a few minutes.
Hey! How?
Carefully.
I like knew that this game was 3D, but I wasn't expecting to immediately think, holy fuck, this looks good. But it does. It looks incredible. Like, I knew it was stylized, but man, it's stellar. It looks so good. Walk. You can kind of zoom in with E. Should look at my controls one more. Exploring. We have space, which is action, E, which is zoom, escape, which is pause, tab, which is open book. I'm pressing tab. I do not appear to be opening anything. I'm pressing space next to things that I imagine I could interact with, but nothing is happening. I'm guessing that I need to descend below the top deck. Or open this door. Pardon me, one sec. Need to clear my throat and open a seltzer. Now you know it's an authentic playthrough as I'm... Ooh, okay, my hand has reached to the door. Doesn't look like I can open it because there's an X underneath the handle.
Oi! It's too heavy! It's too heavy. Take it yourself or open it here.
I believe that is our book. Return of the Obra Dinn, a catalogue of adventure and tragedy, 1807. Preface. I trust that you now find yourself aboard the Obra Dinn. I expected this day to come and my every intention was to tell the ship's strange tale within the pages of this book. Regrettably, failing health has allowed me to produce only the basic outline that follows. Your presence on the Obra Dinn is critical. I leave the discovery of its fate and the completion of this book in your hands. The next few pages will seem bewildering at first. All will make sense in time. Use the pocket watch to determine the identity and fate of everyone aboard. Complete each chapter accurately and return the book by guaranteed post to the French Office of Affairs in Morocco. The bargain chapter will remain unknown to you. I possess the details within, but have elected to keep them private for now. Henry Evans. Contents. The Journey, page 1. The Ship, page 2. The Crew, page 3. Life at Sea, sketch, page 4. Glossary, page 133. Back cover, page 135. Chapters. Loose Cargo, page 6. 2. A Bitter Cold, page 12. 3. Murder, page 20. 4. The Calling, page 28. 5. Unholy Captives, page 44. 6. Soldiers of the Sea, page 54. 7. The Doom, page 72. 8. Bargain, 94. 9. Escape, 106. 10. The End, 124. I got confused because I said 106, and I was like, did I say 9 for Escape? All right. Here we have The Journey, the Atlantic leg of the Far East route. Can I zoom in on it? I can. Excellent. All right, let's look at this a little bit closer. So we have Europe. The route is from the bottom of Africa, up past Cape Verde, through the Canary Islands, past Madeira, into London. Then we have the deck plan for the ship, starting from, I believe, the main deck. Yep, this is the top. We have the captain's quarters, passenger cabins. We have the gun deck, where the second mate, fourth mate, first mate, third mate all live, or sleep rather. The bosun, the bosunate, the stewards, and the midshipmen. The purser's office on the orlop deck, the passengers' port walk, gunner's store, the carpenter's shop, the starboard walk, the crew, and the surgery. And then on the cargo hold, we have the captain's cargo, the passenger's cargo, the bosun's store, and the lazarette. I have a friend who does sailing as a big hobby of his, and I would love to pick his brain about this game. I'm sure he has lots of opinions. It would be interesting. We have the crew. I don't think I'm gonna... Well, maybe I will read all of this out. There's 60 names. I'm guessing that... Okay, interesting. Let's certainly not do that yet. So we can ascribe 60 fates to 60 names. So these being each of the crew members of the ship or passengers. Very interesting. We know their name, their position, and their origin. So I will read them all out loud for you. Robert Witterell, the captain from England. William Hoscut, the first mate from Scotland. Edward Nichols, second mate, England. Martin Parrott, third mate, England. John Davies, fourth mate, England. Alfred Klestel, bosun, Austria. Charles Minor, bosun's mate, France. Henry Evans, surgeon, England. James Wallace, surgeon's mate, England. Winston Smith, carpenter, America. Marcus Gibbs, carpenter mate, America. Thomas Sefton, cook, England. Emil O'Farrell, butcher, Ireland. Christian Wolfe, gunner, Austria. Ollis Wader, gunner's mate, Poland. Duncan Mackay, purser, Scotland. Finlay Dalton, helmsman, England. Edward Spratt, artist, England. Abigail Horscut Witterell, passenger, Scotland. Presumably this is either a daughter or a wife of the captain. Nunzio Pasqua, passenger, Italy. Emily Jackson, passenger, England. Miss Jane Bird, passenger, England. Bun Lan Lin, passenger, Formosa. Itbang Sia, passenger, Formosa. Chio Tan, passenger, Formosa. Hoksang Lao, passenger, Formosa. Sungji Sathi, ship steward, India. Philip Dahl, captain steward, Sweden. Paul Moss, first mate steward, Wales. Samuel Galligan, second mate steward, Ireland. Roderick Anderson, third mate steward, England. Davy James, fourth mate steward, England. Peter Milroy, midshipman, England. Thomas Lank, midshipman, England. Charles Hirschstick, midshipman, England. Omid Gol, topman, Persia. Timothy Butement, topman, Scotland. Huang Li, topman, China. Ji Zhang, topman, China. Li Hong, topman, China. Wei Li, topman, China. Nicholas Botterill, topman, England. Maba, topman, New Guinea. Lewis Walker, topman, England. Leonid Volkov, topman, Russia. Alarkus Nikishin, seaman, Russia. Alexei Toporov, seaman, Russia. Nathan Peters, seaman, England. Lars Lind, seaman, Denmark. John Naples, seaman, Wales. Renfred Rajub, seaman, India. Abraham Akbar, Seaman India. William Wasim, Seaman India. Solomon Said, Seaman India. Hamadu Diam, Seaman Sri Leona. Henry Brennan, Seaman England. Alexander Booth, Seaman England. Patrick O'Hagan, Seaman Ireland. George Shirley, Seaman England. Samuel Peters, Seaman England. I had to say Seaman a lot, and I'm sure I butchered some of these names. Apologies if I did so. I'm guessing that we need to discover the fates of all of them and then determine who they were based off of the picture that I was given. And determine what their fates were. Life at Sea. We have sketches of the Obra Dinn. With, I'm gonna guess every single person, if we count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. And then 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62. They're not actually producing headshots, these three, probably because they are faced away. And nor is the Hanged Man. I believe I counted to 62, including these three. So I think there's 59 in the picture, and then the 60th will likely be this person. Justice at Sea, Formosan Royalty, and then Underway. Interesting. All right. Chapter 1, Loose Cargo. Part 2, On the Cargo Deck. We're going to then roleplay us closing the book before we read the rest of it, concerned that perhaps... Oh, never mind. The game is instructing me to skim through the entire book first. On the deck, or on the cargo deck, is circled on page 9. I have my notebook here beside me. I am somebody who likes to take notes physically, you know, like in the real world, in an actual real notebook. I don't like taking screenshots very much, so I've dedicated a portion of my puzzle solving journal to this game. I'm going to write down my first note of Obra Dinn, which is page 9. What did it say? It said, on the cargo deck. On the cargo deck. Tried to use the arrow keys and the game was like, no, no, no. On the Orlop deck. Murder. Outside the first mate's window. For the calling. Conclusion. Unholy Captives, Chapter 5. On the cargo deck. Soldiers of the Sea, Chapter 6. In the port walk. On the cargo deck. Chapter 7, The Doom. On the bow. On the gun deck. Inside the captain's quarters. Conclusions. Chapter 8, The Bargain. This chapter will remain unknown until you leave the ship and return the book to me. H-H-E, which was Henry Epsom? Something like that? Should have written his name down. In the lazarette. 9, Escape. In the midshipman cabin. 10, The End. Outside the captain's quarters. Inside the captain's quarters. Inside the captain's quarters. Inside the captain's quarters. And then we have a glossary. I guess we will go over the glossary now. Oh. I went all the way to the start. Let me go back to the glossary. Captain. Captain, head officer in command of the ship, responsible for directing the other officers and ensuring the success and safety of the ship's voyage. Mate, officer or tradesman that supports and assists their superior. General mates are helped to run the ship and serve at the captain's request. Tradesman mates serve their supervisor. Bosun. Alternate. Boatswain. Bosun. Foreman in charge of general crew operations and the equipment required to sail the ship. Gunner. Military officer in charge of weapons and military procedures on the ship. Purser. Administrative official. Accounts for all cargo value and trade transactions. Manages a small item store for crew. Surgeon. The ship's doctor in charge of crew health. Capable of general care and medical procedures as required. Carpenter. Tradesman responsible for maintaining the integrity of the ship's wooden structures. Helmsman. Rated seaman in control of the ship's wheel and general movement-to-movement navigation. Or moment-to-moment, not movement. Steward. Servant to an officer or higher-rated crew member performing general duties for the comfort of their employer. Midshipman. Officer in training. Assists various officers and tradesmen in order to learn ship operations, usually of privileged status. Topman. Higher-rated seaman specializing in work above the deck in the sails and rigging. Seaman. Low-level crew member responsible for general manual labor on or below deck. Rigging. The network of ropes and chains supporting the masts and used for working the sails. Main deck. The top deck of the ship exposed to the weather. Gun deck. The deck carrying the ship's guns and lined with portals for their firing. Orlop deck. Mid-deck, above the lowest deck, containing storage, cabins, animal pens, and the ship's steering tiller. We have a skull with what looks like from 11 o'clock to 12 o'clock, if it were a clock, like in shadow. And then the back cover of the book. We can now close it. This is the same skull that we saw on the back of it, and this is the timer. Memento mortem. Remember death. Interesting that the box was too heavy, and it was only a book and a stopwatch. He's still staying outside, though. Well, I suppose this is the only room that I have access to for now. Maybe I can do something in here. Having now recovered the book. On the cargo deck. That's not where we are right now. Is there a way for me to descend yet? Oh. We didn't see this before.
Captain! Open the door! Kick it in. Ah! Lest we break it down and take more than those shells!
You bastards may take exactly what I give you!
Interesting. Okay, what do I do, though? Now that I'm in this scene. Have I run out of time? This unknown soul met an unknown fate. Memory. Memories where this person appears can now be navigated to from here. The soul appears in one memory. First memory is page 125. Oh. Bookmark all memories where they appear for quicker navigation. This unknown soul met an unknown fate. I see the bookmark. Use the buttons at the top of the page to edit bookmarks and navigate between them. This person's face appears blurred throughout the book. This blurring indicates that you don't yet have sufficient information to determine their identity. Their fate may be known and can be entered now. Trying to name them while their face is blurred would be unproductive. Carry on and pay attention. Faces will become unblurred when the information necessary to identify them has been revealed in some way. So, shot with a gun. This unknown soul was shot with a gun by an unknown attacker. By Robert Witterill, we assume. We don't really know yet. Because that may not be the captain. Captain, open the door, kick it in, lest we break it down and take more than those shells. You bastards may take exactly what I give you. We don't necessarily know that that's the captain. Location of the corpse was on the top deck. Someone was in the captain's quarters. And others were present. Mm-hmm. Okay. Was it that man that got shot? I guess so, right? Yeah. This is the corpse. So he was shot by a gun. Alright, and now we can leave the memory. We don't know anything else really, except for that guaranteed fact. It's better to not assume. Now the captain's quarters are now open. We have another 2 corpses in here. Anything back here? We're gonna just explore a little bit before we immediately descend into memory. There's an overturned table, but it's not facing towards the direction conflict was. It's actually in the interior, pointing towards those windows. There's a chair that's been overturned. A knife on the ground. A spear on the ground. Another knife near the drawers. Nothing else of immediate note. Are we able to open this? No. Okay. Let's look at this corpse first.
Where are they? Must be in here someplace.
They're at the bottom of the sea.
That's a lie.
Looks like his neck was cut by one of the knives. If we compare the ground to what has happened in reality, we see the dead guy out here with an axe by him. I think this is the man who was shot earlier. Because I do recall him having an axe when he was falling over. don't know if either of these men were the guys that were outside. But I think it's safe to say that this man's neck was cut. I think I'm still having a little bit of hand holding. All right. So this unknown soul met an unknown fate. We're going to look for knife. Yeah. Knifed by an unknown attacker. They are in 2 memories. So this is that gentleman, I'm assuming. The one next to him. Yeah, so it's this guy who is knifed. I think he's that one. 2 others were present. The captain again. The one who knifed him, I believe, was the captain. And the location of the corpse. Okay. So now we're going to have a 3rd one. Presumably, well, we don't know it's the captain. I'm just saying the captain, right? But it's this guy who shot. This is the one that shot that guy right there. And there's his discarded gun in the memory. He's also been stabbed in the shoulder, it looks like. Is there anybody outside? Yes, there's someone who is falling down with a knife in his mouth. That's going to account for the 2nd knife that we find in this room. I don't think we saw the gun in our previous memory. We were able to see the spear and 2 knives. So this is one of the 2 knives. The knife that's in this guy's mouth is the 2nd one. And he's falling down onto this deck from the top deck to get into this room, like here. Okay. I guess, wait. Now that we've seen this one, will that update our book? 2 others were present. This one, and then whom else? This one. 2 memories. Who was he in this one? I didn't see him. I need to look around a little bit better, I suppose, in that memory. Let's leave and actually go do that first.
Captain,
There he is.
open the door. Kick it in. Ah,
Yeah, we didn't see him last
break it
time.
down and take more than those shells.
You bastards may take exactly what I give you!
This man has like a birthmark on the top of his head. I wonder if that's going to be relevant. Ah, there's the spear that we saw earlier that this guy picks up. The man in the hat. Is that a hat or is that like a... I think that's a hat. It's like a hat with a chin strap, maybe? Or that could just be his fucking beard. All right, so now we've seen that guy that was walking up to the 2nd story. Or at least acknowledged him. I did not see him when I originally did this. And then this is the... I'm guessing the guy who shot the first one, stabbed the 2nd, and then gets stabbed by this 3rd guy who's dropping down behind him and surprises him. He's choking on his own blood, so... Oh. Oh, no. So he gets stabbed in the ribs. And then he uses what looks like a... This is the spear. And he uses the blunt side of the spear while this guy is drowning in his own blood after his neck got sliced. That's the knife that this guy used to kill him. And then that guy's knife is lodged in his side. So I'm guessing this guy gets brained and dies. This door is open now. There's somebody who is asleep, a woman. Can't tell if she's dead. She's got something going on with her forehead. Any information on the ground? Nope. We're fading away. Okay. They died. I guess clubbed. We not speared, technically struck? No. So clubbed, crushed. Nope. Clubbed. And we don't know who yet. But this is those three. So this guy is the one who dies this time. This is the guy who kills him. And then there was a person not depicted in this image, I suppose, who was also there because the woman is there. I guess we're staring at her, and now we can determine. Okay. This is the woman, supposedly? Yeah. Okay. But what does that mean? That I can't put that down? Like I can't, because she's not related to the death? She's just here physically? We should always look up. That's one thing that nobody ever does in murder mysteries or horror movies or anything. You should always look up to see if there's somebody who's like not necessarily visible. Anybody up there? I think the memory gets like a little weaker up here. Like, you see how it's kind of distorted and it's wavy at the edges? This woman's mind palace, well, I'm saying woman, the insurance adjuster or whomever this is, has a pretty sick process of visualization. Can I open this door? No. Nothing else in here. This table was already flipped, as was this chair, so an earlier confrontation likely occurred. Yeah, we know who this is. We know who that is. This is really cool. We know who this is. Yeah. Okay. Neat. All right, so that's that woman. There's the new corpse here. Nothing there yet. Nothing that we can really interact with in here. We were able to open this before. This is like the first room that we saw. Is anybody dead in here yet? No. Probably because we haven't actually got there yet. Alright, so now let's go see who this person is. Any other pieces of information? Oh, interesting to note. The guy who got stabbed by this feller probably took the knife out of his side and tossed it here. And then maybe died right here?
Abigail, your brother, my friend, I shot him dead. I'll be with you soon, my love.
Oh, he's gonna kill himself.
Please forgive me for everything.
Okay, so he shoots himself in the chest after getting stabbed, I'm guessing. He takes the knife out, throws it over there. This guy's been brained. Comes in here, and then he kills himself with the gun. And I'm guessing the gun was like that weird thing that we saw in his corpse. All right, so this guy's whole deal has been figured out. And then we've got this woman. Very well could be Abigail. We don't know, though. We don't want to make any bold assumptions yet. So I guess it's too early. We gotta wait for this little cutscene to finish playing. Anybody outside? Nope. All right, here we go. Whoa! It's a little disorienting. All right. This guy killed himself. Suicide. Gun. Okay. And then we've got this lady again. And she's dead in our other memory. Nothing else here so far. I feel like nothing else would change. So this is the end of the story. This is how it all concludes. These are like the last 5 people on the ship. Yeah, so 4 people die. We've not determined their names, just the way that they died. And then there's this lady. Is that the same? Yeah. Well, she hasn't taken it out. She doesn't flip it. That's interesting. Oh, I guess that's indicating that I have not yet looked. And that went even further back. So my guess is that she's been dead for a while then. Oh man, this is incredibly cool. Holy fuck. Oh, like a kraken attacked them. There's a ton of people that we can identify. Ooh, this guy's been, That's the... Is that the guy that we saw earlier? Does he have the birthmark on his head? Yeah, this is the guy who gets brained. That's presumably Abigail. So this happened earlier on the trip. Part 7, The Doom. Okay, they died by being crushed by... No. So... Not fell. Struck? No. Eaten, electrocute, expired, exploded, fell, froze, illness, killed, knifed. Killed. Sword. Poisoned, shot, speared, spiked, strangled, struck. By hooves, tail, and a wing. That's interesting. I feel like they were crushed. By, I guess, the rigging? Does rigging encompass the sail thing that fell on her? I'm guessing so. Yeah, we saw a lot of people. So, is this in the same location as the Doom, the end? This is like a little bit north of Madeira. What about this one? Okay, so it did travel from here up north. Okay. Interesting to know. There were a lot more dead people than just her in this instance. Martin. Martin, where is the captain? Have you lost your mind? Get back inside. I want my husband. Where is he? He's below deck. Come here. I'm guessing then that Martin is the guy that is directly in front of her before she dies. What does this mean? I want my husband. Where is he? I'm guessing... So then, is this... where's the captain? I want my husband. Is this... Abigail Witterell? And so the guy who killed himself is the captain? I feel like that's not a bad assumption. Okay. Let's say the Doom, that this is Abigail. I feel like this is pretty reasonable. This person's face is no longer blurred, which means they can now be identified. Use the book and the pocket watch to gather enough information to deduce their something. Identity, probably. Revisit memories on the ship using pocket watch to study relationships, appearances, and activities. Use the book maps, crew manifest, and artist sketches, pages 2 to 4, along with individual conversation logs to find clues about names, relationships, appearances, and roles. There were 60 people on the ship when it left England. Determining everyone's identity and fate will not be easy. Decisive information is rare. You'll have to make assumptions using partial information. Some identities may only be revealed through a process of elimination. Good luck. Alright, I'm gonna guess that this is Abigail Hoscut Witterell. This may or may not be correct. Fates are validated in sets of 3. Correctly identify at least 3 people, and their fates have to have the information type set into the book. Okay. So, let me look at this. So now we go to the end. Abigail, your brother, my friend, I shot him dead. I'll be with you soon. My love, forgive me for everything. I don't know if this is the captain. This could very well be someone else entirely. Because I don't know if the captain is her brother, right? Like, he could have killed the captain. And he was in love with his brother's wife? I just think that Abigail... Maybe we don't know that that's Abigail. Let me think about this for a second. She might not be Abigail. Let me read this manifest again. Martin, where's the captain? Have you lost your mind? Get back inside. I want my husband. Where is he? He's below deck. Come here. We did make an assumption that she's that this is, that Witterell here means sharing the same last name means that they're married, but this very well could be. Can I do unknown instead? Yeah, I can. All right, we're gonna say unknown for now. Well, actually, no. Well, I feel like this is still probably Abigail. Let me write that down in my own personal notes. Well, I'll probably remember. I don't think I need to write this down in notes. Okay. This thing is shaking like crazy. What's going on? I don't really know what's happening here. I've unlocked a non-skeletal corpse, though. I'm wondering if each one of those squares occupies like a day. I should count how many there are next time I see it. Well, he's definitely been ripped apart. This guy is dead. My guy isn't dead. This guy looks pretty dead. Well, no, he's just kind of clinging on for dear life. Looks like there's a goat. He's throwing the gun towards this guy. He's got the spear. Don't know what that is. There's a little piggy. Okay. We know how he died, at least. This guy was... where was it? I saw this one. Eaten, exploded, fell, froze, illness, knifed, torn apart. By... We don't really have... We can't really say... Oh, interesting. I did say earlier that there was some unknown... By a beast? By a terrible beast. By a foreign enemy. Interesting. We're going to say a terrible beast. I'm guessing that this is taking us to the next victim. This one over here. Yeah. Okay. So I see how it works. When we have that like shaky thing, it means that somebody else was dead in that memory. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's 12, just like a normal clock. So this is like when it first started attacking. Like it's just starting to encase the boat. Nobody else is dead yet. And it looks like they threw some powder at it that exploded. I'm guessing this guy blew up. Exploded. So I think there might be a door this time, because there aren't any more dead people in this memory. Okay. Now we can go below deck. That person was apparently crushed by a cannon. So this is earlier than the one that we just said, or just saw. Ooh. Ugh. That's rough. So this is before the thing even attacks. But it does appear to be the same day as the attack of the Kraken. Looks like this guy also is giga dead. But I don't... Oh, there it is. No, I do see the tentacles. So this is the same night. Just earlier, I suppose. And then this guy's getting killed. Well, not getting killed. He was killed. He's somebody else who got torn in half. All right. So he was crushed by a cannon. And this guy was also torn apart. Around the same time. So my guess is that they were trying to fire the cannon at the beast. And then he was blown the fuck up by the cannon. Okay. Nobody else is dead yet. So, yeah, they're all holding like, oh, this is the guy that got torn in half. Is this the guy with the thing on his head? Yeah, this is also the same guy that we've seen earlier. Don't think we know who that is yet. This guy got shot the fuck up. Okay. So he was shot by a cannon. We don't know who shot him yet, and who we could ascribe blame. Oh, wait, what? Which one is which? Hold on. I don't know which one is which. Oh, this guy got crushed. I didn't even see him. It looks like there was a tentacle that was wrapped around the cannon, though. Hmm? Oh, this guy got killed earlier. Okay, so he kind of got crushed to death. Kind of like this guy's arm is getting crushed after the Kraken reached in and pulled the cannon through the door. But I'm guessing that this is already lit because there's like smoke trailing off of it. This one is being loaded. I guess this guy may have been the one that was loading it. Mm-hmm. Anybody else dead? I didn't even see this room yet. Okay, so they died by being crushed by a cannon. It's hard to say if it was a loose cannon or if it was just like a cannon that was, you know, dragged by a sea beast. Anybody else dead? So this guy is one of the lighting. He's lighting this one. So that's his job. This guy is somebody who, like, packs the gunpowder, I guess. That's what his job is. This is another crew. My guess is that the one who's being crushed is one of the gun loaders. And then there's our exit. So there's nobody else who's dead. Okay. Oh. Another knife. Somebody was knifed to death in here. Looks like this guy was the one, maybe he was stabbed at some point and then bled out. So this is after the doom, before the end.
Oh no, you're cut.
Don't leave me.
Bear up, son. I'll stay with you.
Tell Pete's mother I tried my best
Aye,
to pull him back, to save him.
you tell her yourself. Brennan, bring the surgeon's kit.
Okay. This guy got stabbed. Ooh, lots of dead people. This guy's entire head is blown off. This guy's just dead on the ground. There's another blood splatter that's all the way in here. Can't see that far. This is our dude who's been in a lot of fucking memories. The one with the birthmark on his head. Anybody dead over here? Yeah, this is after the attack. You can see some of the damage. Is this the guy who... Yeah, I think this is the guy who ends up killing... or getting shot. Don't know who that is, I don't think. But he bleeds out. We don't know... He was cut, but don't really know if that was how he died. Escape, I see. Yeah, so if we read this again, you're cut. He could have been axed. He could have been killed, sword. He could have been clawed. He could have been shot. Could have been struck. I guess not struck, really. Knifed. We don't know. I guess I don't really need to write anything down in my notebook quite yet. I feel like my notes would be kind of scatterbrained at the moment. Okay. We got two other people who are dead over here. This guy who's just lying here, and then there's the one who's missing half his head. Excuse me. Oop. Being impatient.
What's all this, you damn fool?
Okay. So, it looks like this guy shot this one in the head. Well, he may not have shot him. He could have killed himself. This guy has been... Okay, so he was stabbed in the back. That's good to know. I mean, we saw the dagger outside the room before, but this is just confirming it. So he was knifed. Possibly by this guy. And then this guy got clubbed in the head with a baton and died. Okay. There's still some blood here. You know, this trail goes that way. All right, they died by being clubbed. We don't know who yet. Then this guy probably was shot. I think that might be his brain, his skull. It also looked like the blood trail kind of extended into that room. This guy's blood trail.
Captain Cameron.
You have a plan?
Yes. Take ship and sail east. Trade wretched fish and shells for gold. Hey, who's there?
Mutiny! Mutiny! Fresh bastard! No!
Okay. Who had the gun? I think this guy has the gun. And he's like trying to pull the gun away from shooting him. And then he got shot in the head and he giga died. But, oh, okay, so this guy got stabbed and has been crawling the whole time. Like all the way from here out. So that blood trail is just the guy who's like crawling on the ground. All right. They got shot by a gun by someone we don't know yet. Oh. Who else is dead? Upstairs, maybe? Oh. My, a lot of people are dying right now. Goodness. Interesting. I wonder what that is.
Let them go!
Oh, that lady shot the fuck out of this guy. And then this guy is also dead. Looks like they're trying to get on a boat to escape. Hence the name. Anybody dead in there? Oh, this guy's also holding a gun. But she's the one who shot the fuck out of him. He might have been killed by the guy holding the gun. Okay. Okay, so he was giga shot. He was shot by a gun by that woman. And then this guy right here is also giga dead. I should put the... I keep forgetting to put that one guy I saw who got stabbed. The one who says, oh, you've been cut. I should put that he was stabbed and he died from bleeding out.
last one. Move quick.
You'll not take the last one.
Oh.
So he got stabbed. Looks like she's reaching out towards him. I think he got stabbed by the guy that she shoots. I think this might be Paul. And there's these two guys who are running. That's the guy with the club. I think he might be the one who brained that guy downstairs. Oh no, this is the guy with the chin strap hat who ends up being one of the last few people to die. He's shooting into the air. Is this? Yeah, this is the very last guy to die. And they're like fleeing full on. We know someone's name is Paul. Either the guy who did the stabbing or was stabbed. Okay. So this guy was stabbed with a sword. So I'm gonna guess killed sword by someone we don't know. Ooh, who else is dead? Oh, someone downstairs. I mean, I guess there's 60 fucking people who are dead, so... This guy's whole arm is off. Everybody seems very comfortable with the fact that he's dead, though. Like, they're just kind of sitting around him. I really should be a little bit more vigilant about looking around for environmental clues. Like we saw the knives and shit upstairs. Oh. Oh. Okay, he's the earliest death on the first chapter.
Easy now. You're in a bad way.
Okay, so his arm is off.
Where is my Frenchman?
The squid's gone. Your mate was torn apart.
But that... The beast is dead. How? How did you kill it?
We didn't. It left with the storm. Captain came up from the hold. Said he chased it off. You should rest.
A curse like that does not live for nothing.
Alright, so he died... I'm guessing from bleeding the fuck out because his entire fucking arm is missing. Is this guy crawling? No, he hasn't started crawling yet. So the blood that I saw that was leading from this room, I originally thought was the guy crawling over. This is the captain, right? Oh, no, it's not. Who's this? This is... Yeah, this is that guy. The person I'm calling the captain, but I don't think actually is the captain. Nobody else is dead. I want to see what... I don't know if torn apart is appropriate, or dismembered, or bled out. Let's see what options I have. Kind of weird that, like, he doesn't have an arm this whole time. So, axed, burned, clawed, clubbed, crushed, decapitated, drowned, eaten, electrocuted, expired. Interesting. Just what does that even mean? Fell, froze, illness, torn apart, poisoned, shot, spirit spike, strangled, struck, suicide. All right. We don't really know what happened to cause that. He could have been torn apart by the Kraken. He also could have just been like crushed to death. Is anybody dead in there? I guess we know that nobody's dead in there because we would have been able to go to see them. Can't see down there. I worry that I'm not spending enough time in these scenes, but at the same time, I don't even know what I would be looking for quite yet. What does that mean? Four wayward souls disappeared during the events of this chapter. Their fates are cataloged here. Okay, so the marking denotes people who disappeared and people who died. Okay. Well, let's go back to the escape. There's the kid who died from being stabbed. This one. Looks like he was knifed, but we don't know by whom. And then these four people tried to escape on that boat, but we don't know the fate of the boat. Oh, who's dead? Do we see the corpse? Was that somebody's leg?
On your toes.
Go back!
Here.
Pepe!
Slack the lifts and lower the boats. The whole crew will be on us. Give it up.
I see. So he got shot by this guy who is like trying to take this woman. And then he fell off the boat with the cord wrapped around his foot. We got this guy. There's this guy who's been stabbed in the leg by a spear. This boat, interesting. I can't tell if they're bringing him on or putting him on, or like taking him off of that boat. There's the pig, chicken. Murder. I see. He was shot. I don't think, like, hung is one. I mean, strangled is, but it was around his foot, so I don't think that was it. Alive, and then you tell them where they are. Interesting, okay. Fell overboard, rigging stairs. Interesting. Well, he was definitely shot by a gun. I wonder what this means. Oh, somebody else is dead over here? So this is the guy who got hung. In that picture we saw. Actually, he was shot too. There was a firing squad. But I don't know if that was pre or post-mortem. Or if they did this multiple times, you know? They could have done this to more than one guy.
Hokseng Lao, you have been found guilty by self-confession of the murder of Nunzio Pasquale.
Quiet.
As captain of this ship, and by the authority of the East India Company, and thus the Crown of England, I sentence you to death by firing line. Mr. Wolf, when you are ready.
Right, sir. Ready, men. Aim. Fire!
Okay, so he was killed by firing squad. This guy... I feel like this is a really important memory. So that's the girl who was being kidnapped. We don't necessarily know that that was the guy. This is the guy who was commanded to do it. I'm guessing that this is the captain. So this is indeed the actual real captain. This is his first mate. I'm guessing. This is the firing squad. We don't know who killed him. Except this bullet missed, this bullet missed, this bullet missed. This guy killed him. The guy who is, like, first to die is the one who actually shot and killed this man. Who we believe is named in the dialogue, right? Hokseng Lao. But we don't know. We don't know if that's actually true. But he was indeed shot. Well, but we don't know if that's what killed him. It's probable. It's probable that he was shot by a gun. We don't know who that guy is yet. But once we figure out who that guy is, we know that it was him. It's a pretty, it's like there's a pretty strong assumption that we can make that it was him, but you know, who knows? We don't quite know yet. Oh, who else is dead? Oh, this guy. Oh, this is the guy who this guy supposedly killed. Okay. All right, well, I'm digging the fuck out of this game. This is really fun. I think I will maybe pause after we see this one. Maybe keep each episode to like an hour and a half. So this guy was killed earlier that same day.
Hello? Who is there? Who is that? Is someone hurt? Senor Nichols, is that you? What are you doing down here?
Oh, hello, yes. All fine here. Just, sorting some things. Watch your step. Here, let me help you.
What the fuck is this? This is the thing that was in the cover. This guy has been clubbed, it looks like. And then something happened here. It's hard to see intentionally, so I'm sure. It looks like he was stabbed. Certainly not by the man who was then subjected to capital punishment. We don't know if he was stabbed. It seems likely. But we don't know what weapon it was that did this guy in precisely. Yeah. I don't know. We don't know how they died necessarily. All right, so now we can leave. This guy also got... He's not dead, he's just unconscious. And I guess he was guarding whatever was in here. Which looks like a shell, maybe? Like a conch shell? Yeah, it kind of looks like a conch shell. Or maybe like a clam. A scallop. Alright. I think, yeah, we'll call it for my first episode of Obra Dinn as the only two murders in though three murders, of course, in chapter 3, who were the guy who got maybe stabbed, the man who was shot and subjected to capital punishment, and then this guy who was also shot during whatever was happening at this point. Okay. All right, so we've done the end, the doom, escape, and murder. We have analyzed those things so far. Let's actually check it out. Let's see how many we've got. We've got 4 for this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 10 dead people, 14 total. We haven't found everybody who died in the doom. Yeah, there's more people who died in this section. And I'm guessing a lot of fucking people died. And then 3 more people in the murder. So 17 total so far. We're just under a third. Probably over a third, given how many people died already in the doom. So, you know, like 20 plus at this point. I have not conclusively defined anyone. We've made some, like, assumptions, but I don't want to commit them to paper quite yet. But yeah, episode 1 of Obra Dinn. Very fun. This is a good spooky game, too. Good for Halloween. I will maybe get this all, you know, out there during October. I'll certainly play it, probably to conclusion this month at the very least. But I'm enjoying it. This is really cool. Aesthetically, in terms of its mystery, it's really interesting. The voice acting is phenomenal. I didn't know that was going to be a part of the game. The music is cool. Overall, I'm really into it. I'm really digging it, even though I feel like I've made absolutely no progress in the first hour and a half, really. So yeah, thanks for watching. I guess I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.